They consider talking to multiple girls a polygamy relationship. At the end of the day, the other girl don't know about the other girl.
So what you're trying to tell me that it's cool with talking to multiple while you're on one.
If you ain't married, it's okay. But if you married, you got to remember you said vows. That's not some $6,000 to $10,000 you just put up for a wedding to go cheat.
Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is, so if you're dating somebody and you have like multiple girls, that's not considered cheating.
You're single. You're trying to figure out who's the one for you. That's not considered cheating. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you need to explain to that person that you're dating, so you're talking to all the girls at the same time, and you're trying to figure out who's for you. But if you don't say that, that's considered cheating because you haven't told that girl that you're experiencing the dating world by talking to multiple girls. That girl thinks she's the only one because you never said nothing that you were talking to others. So if you don't say nothing, yes.
So what do you do that though?
Yes, that's how I am. If I'm dating, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, I'm dating, I'm talking to other girls. If we ain't locked in, we ain't locked in. Like, I might not physically or verbally say it, but I'm gonna show you. Like, I'm gonna like, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really date like that. Like, one thing about me, I don't like learning new people all over again. So whoever's around is who's around. I don't mind communicating with new people, but when it comes to dating, I'm stubborn.
Like, but why can't you just stick with one person?
It's hard to stick to one person when that one person is going through stuff. Like, if they keep bringing up the past, bringing up their ex, who wants to stick around that? I'm here for you to learn me. You're here for me to learn you. Why are you talking about somebody else?
Why don't you tell them that you don't like hearing about that?
Oh, yeah, I tell them. I'm very blunt. But the thing about it is, you got to remember, respect a girl's feelings. So certain things you say, you might have to give it time. You might not be able to tell them right then and there. So if they're not willing to accept that and be like, I didn't want to break your heart or hurt your feelings, that's why I waited, and they're not mature yet. Because you got to remember, some men, they lean forward, you know what I'm saying, but with caution. You don't want to just jump on that girl and be like, look, I ain't feeling this, you know what I'm saying? Like, girls really emotional out here. They can start crying. Girls is crazy. They might try to kill you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to be nice.
Wow, man. Whew. Man, just hearing what you said right now, that you can be dating one person and talking to multiple girls.
Yeah.
Some girls will be like, and then guys can do the same thing.
Man,
ladies can do the same thing.
The ladies are powerful. I'm gonna tell everybody that right now. Women are powerful, man. At the end of the day, when you're a man and you know you got what you got, you can do the powerful things as well. That's why some women are talking to multiple men. And someone be like, look, that man powerful. I gotta cut the other dudes off.
But will you like your lady to be talking to multiple guys?
As a man that's feeling a girl and really want to proceed with her, no. If I'm not serious with her and we just on a friend level, I don't care.
So okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's just assume you're serious with her and you want to proceed to the next level. Will you still be talking to the other girls? And
if the feelings are not mutual, I'm not proceeding with nothing.
No, I'm saying let's assume that the feelings are mutual, right? And you want to take it to the next level. Will you still be talking to the other ladies? Or
I will communicate with the other ladies that this lady is doing what she has to do. She's putting in that work. Like, it might be a chance I might stop talking to you. And it's either yes or no, or be like, oh, okay, I understand. This is the thing. People don't communicate these things. Like, you need to let the girl know, the girl need to let the man know that there's multiple people. The more you let people know there's multiple people that's being dated to talk to, your numbers become very low. So now you get to pick who's the strongest of the 5 men or the 5 girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so why don't you have like a criteria that
criteria can change with a girl. That criteria can change with a man.
And then you take time to study one person, because when you dealing with multiple, you can't really figure this person out.
When you're talking to multiple people, you gotta remember, it's not a broke man sport. You gotta be willing to know that this is what you're doing. Like, you gotta be consistent. How can you be consistent to 5 girls? If it's possible for them, it ain't possible for me. I can't do it.
Yeah, because it's really difficult if you really want to know the person to be communicating to like 5 different girls at the same time.
Man,
like, you can't really figure it out.
That's player stuff, man. Let me tell you something. Pimps get paid by girls. So if you as a player, you have to be getting paid. If the girls ain't paying you paying them. So.
Oh man, but guys, please focus on one.
No. This is serious. Really, if you focus on one and that ain't the one for you, don't give up.
Yes.
Never settle. Nobody's saying to settle here.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember the internet is killing relationships.
For
I'm
real.
sorry. I don't mean to hurt nobody or offend nobody. If you want to talk to a girl, check her followers. If she's under 1,000, talk to her. That's all I'm gonna say.
And then another thing about this, what do you think about like Africa, where you can get married to like as many as you want?
In Africa, it's different. All right. So your parents, your ancestors, your grandmas, grandpas, they already have you lined up with the girl of your dreams. So your option to choose is slim to none. So you either get paired with a girl that you got to marry and deal with and have kids through tradition, or you can actually grow up with the girl in the village or the whatever tribe y'all from and like that girl and grow. You get 2 options, but you don't get 3.
But the thing, what I'm saying is like, how about getting married to multiple wives?
Well, it's not legal in the U.S. So
that's what I'm talking about. Like, what do you think
but
about
outside
Africa?
of U.S., it's definitely legal. Like that, and that's one of the biggest problems too. You know, shout out to my uncles. You know, you already know how we coming. You know, the legalization of talking to multiple women and actually being able to marry them in another continent is insane.
Why is it insane?
Because the people that travel to other continents outside of that brings that mentality and it messes up the world. And that's why we're here.
So you think like marrying multiple wives messes up the world?
Yeah, because they come here and they want multiple wives here too.
Yeah. I mean, some of them do it though.
Oh, they're going to do it until they can't do it anymore.
I mean, some of them do it, but they get married back probably in Africa and then bring the wives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But before they bring the wives here, they got a wife here too. You got to remember that too. They coming strong.
Yeah, man. But I mean, like all cultures are different.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, this one is right and that one is wrong. But at the end of the day,
the judging society that we live in, we're going to be judged by that because they're like, why is it legal for y'all to have marriage to multiple wives?
That's tradition, man.
They don't care about that here.
Man, it is tradition.
It's a one-man, woman show. There's nothing wrong with it because they are not.
And the thing is,
the
like,
culture.
they're united though. Like, if you really look at those families where they get married to like multiple, like a guy get married to like multiple wives, you see the women come.
Yeah.
I mean, they might have some of the differences, but you see they really bond together. They really do, honestly. And they got like a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids.
The kids don't really mean nothing. The man gonna provide and take care of whatever. It doesn't matter how many kids you got or who your baby daddy is. If a man is a man, he's gonna take care of it.
And that's the good thing about Africa. If you want to get married to multiple, you have to be ready financially to take care of all those ladies.
There's a tradition with that.
Yeah,
like,
you cannot just say you want to go get married to multiple wives when you don't have the financial
There's actually steps.
Yes, you have to be ready. So when you see someone going for that, and some of the ladies are cool with it, they're like, oh, it's like.
But that's where I say that's part of communication. They don't do that out here.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But they don't.
But the thing is, like most ladies here, they're not. I don't think some of them are going to be willing to be number 2.
Yeah.
They want to be number 1.
But the only way to be number 1 is you have to be a soft woman. We don't want no hardcore woman. We don't want no woman with 3 jobs.
You got to be
feminine.
feminine.
No woman out here working like that. We are the men. We gonna take care of it. All right. If you want to work, you can work, but you're not about to work like me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, she don't want to depend on the guy because the guy sometimes.
The man is supposed to provide and protect. That's the role. That's the job. If people don't understand it, they need to move on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we Africans, when we come in, that's how we mold.
Like, I grew up and my father had endless jobs. Okay. This man came home at 2 a.m, left out at 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was raised. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what happens with the lady. That's your lady, that's your queen. You gonna do what you gotta do for her.
You gotta take care of her.
And she's gonna reciprocate that in other ways. It doesn't have to be working. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm gonna go out here and get a job. It's other ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, take care of the house, take care of the kids. I'm gonna be right here. But a lot of women feel like they were sheltered. So they had to get out of that. And that's why this generation has changed. Like, oh, we don't want to be in the house all day. We want to go out too. You can go out. Nobody said you couldn't.
But do you think that's the best way though?
It depends on who it is. I ain't gonna lie. It might be the best way for somebody and not for somebody else.
Yeah, because the thing is that most ladies are now like the guys just want us to depend on them.
Yeah,
and
that's because of what they see on the internet. At the end of the day, if the internet wasn't on, they will have to make their own decision.
For real.
You're gonna be alone out here, like for real. The internet is helping y'all. They're giving y'all tips to start your own life, and you're really gonna be alone out here. You better think about what you want to do with your own life.
Yeah, and that's why it's always important to always like have some values and standard.
Yeah,
it's not everything
like,
that you just run with it.
We as men, we go through stuff every day. Just somebody telling us, "Hey, how you doing?" Like that make our day better. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ate? Like, what's going on? How's the life? Like that little stuff. Even though you might not care, it does something to us.
Yeah,
like it's like you care a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
especially when you work, and you tired, you come back home. And home should be a place of like peace.
Your home is your temple. And I tell people that every day. If you're not comfortable in your temple,
yeah, man,
get a new temple.
Yeah, when you come back home, instead for your wife or to welcome you, she's like, "Hey, I tried calling you, not because what's going on with you?" Yeah. And you just like, "Oh man, I just came from my job.
You had the worst day ever, baby." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna take
bad.
My boss, and I'm come back again, the same problems.
Yep.
That's what ladies got to figure this thing out, man. Like to really make
some man figure happy. It out, some don't. But the thing about it is the internet. Like I say this so much because they're trying to split men and women up, and I don't like that. We men, we need women. Women, you need us men. Don't say you don't. It's a lie.
But the thing is, men got to step up though.
It's hard because when men try to step up, they get put 6 feet back down. So like you want to show them that you're there for them, but they've been through some. You know what I'm saying? So you got to show them other. So how can you verbally communicate that you're not here to mess up?
But
you have to physically show too.
What I can say is it's really tough to be a man these days, honestly. Let's just assume.
It depends, man. So there's some women you could be a man to with no problem.
Yeah, so I want to ask you a question. Let's assume, right, you're dating a girl. She makes probably $5 million a year, right?
I don't want that. I don't want that. Nope.
Why don't you want that?
She's not soft enough for me. That's too much money.
Why is she not soft enough for you?
Because she's gonna use. I feel as though me personally, she will use that to leave. Like
what? Why is she gonna? Okay,
she's gonna want to be the backbone, and I'm gonna have to be the soft guy in the house. No.
What makes you think so though?
She's making $5 million.
Don't you think a woman can like submit like, hey? Yes.
She's not going to be soft in that era making all that money. She's going to be hardcore, boss status. She's not going to want to stoop down and be soft and be in the kitchen cleaning and cooking and making sure her man's good. She's going to be outside.
So what if she does all that?
With the $5 million?
Yeah.
That's not possible. It's not possible.
Man, that's what I think.
No offense to anybody, but that's not possible. If it is, they celebrities.
No, that's what I'm saying, man. It's possible.
It's possible here?
It is possible, yeah.
Well, it ain't me. Straight like that.
Yeah, it is possible. There are good ladies out there who make money. You know,
there's nothing wrong with a woman making money and having entrepreneurship. It's just a fact of like controlling. You know what I'm saying?
So you think the woman's gonna control you?
Certain women that ain't never had nothing growing up, that became something growing up, have some type of boss in them, some type of control in them.
So let's assume the lady gives you an opportunity and you like her. And you guys, she said, "Oh, can we